the 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Oklahoma at 255 pounds, here's Chief Wahoo McDaniel. And his opponent to my left, accompanied by the vivacious Miss Brenda Britton. From Vero Beach, California, weighing in at 228 pounds. Here he is, the hustler, Rip Rogers. One fall with a 10-minute time limit.
Okay, one fall, 10-minute time limit now. Chief Wahoo McDaniel going up against hustler Rip Rogers, and that's a main event anywhere. No question about that. And Rogers very quickly admonishing Wahoo McDaniel. Miss Brenda wearing a black outfit, and across the front of it emblazoned the words, "I'm bad." That's an interesting comment.
Well, I wonder what she's referring to when she's saying that she's bad. Is she a bad person, or is she bad being by the meaning of tough? I guess maybe only Miss Brenda knows that. But right now, Wahoo is going up against a very dangerous adversary in the form of hustler Rip Rogers. And Miss Brenda, being a woman, and she claims to be she's a lady, but she has proven many times that she is not a lady. But Wahoo will have to keep an eye on her, particularly if he is close to the ropes where she's at. She has interfered in many matches, many times, and she's not a big lady, but this woman on the side, there can be a determining fact. It can be an intimidating point when you have to keep an eye on her as well as your opponent. She's constantly interfering in matches, and being that she is a lady, you can't go out and slap her. You can just have to do the best you can. But as one-on-one, Wahoo McDaniel can handle himself against any wrestler in the world, bar none.
No question about that. And Wahoo McDaniel gaining the advantage. Coming from a top wrist lock, put Rip Rogers back to the canvas once again. Rogers in the pink trunks.
Well, it seems like all the fans here are chanting Wahoo, Wahoo, so it's quite obvious who the wrestling fans are for.
All right, Rogers now with a side headlock on Wahoo McDaniel. Shake it, but don't break it there, young lady. All right, it is Rogers keeping that pressure on Wahoo McDaniel, and McDaniel trying to figure an escape now from this headlock, goes to the near leg. And McDaniel brings him up, and Rogers is in trouble. Rogers is in trouble as he had that knee jammed by Wahoo McDaniel. Now Wahoo McDaniel brings him off the ropes and gets a good solid toe hold on him. Referee Bruce Tharp checking with Rogers to see if he wants to concede. And Rogers definitely in trouble now as Wahoo McDaniel driving that knee into the femoris muscles of hustler Rip Rogers. And Miss Brenda becoming increasingly excited. Rogers does have his foot over the ropes, and that'll force the break.
Well, that was probably quite a smart thing to do on the part of Rip Rogers. He couldn't get away from that toe hold that Wahoo had on him. So, of course, going to the break forces going to the ropes forces a break. He's able to get back to his feet. He seems like he's having a little trouble with that left leg. He hasn't got the circulation going back in it yet. And so if I was Wahoo, I'd go back forward. That's exactly what he did. Right back to that left leg again. He knows he's slowed down the circulation, has that left leg hurting a little bit, staying right back to this inside toe hold there, putting the pressure on. And he's got him in the middle of the ring, too.
All right, Wahoo McDaniel keeping the pressure on now. A toe hold with Rogers ripping across the eyes of Wahoo McDaniels. McDaniels, with a look of fury on his face, closes in once again. And it's Rogers scoring with a hard... Wow, that chop almost took the head off of hustler Rip Rogers. He's got him driven back into the corner. And it's Wahoo McDaniels with a series of tomahawk chops. Ooh! Miss Brenda just caught Wahoo McDaniels. Wait a minute, look at this. Look at this. There's that same gal. There's that same giant female. And she's after Miss Brenda. She's after Miss Brenda. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Boy, she is some kind of big, and look at her. She just threw Bruce Tharp to one side, and she is stalking Miss Brenda. That gal has got to be well over 6 feet. She's after her again. And now Bill Alfonso out there. She just hoisted Bill Alfonso and put him up on the top of the ring. Boy, look at that combination. Look at that combination.
Well, as I was saying, one of the most